who is a Versebound, or what is a Versebound? This is the question we are trying to answer today. Welcome, fellow disciples, I am back. There were some good and bad things in my life, but the good thing is we are back and blasting a bunch of awesome indie games demos out here. Thank you for the devs of Versebound for sending me a really nice email and sending me some exclusive link to check out the demo. Versebound is based on Finnish folklore, more specifically on Kalevala, and in this game there is no meta progression. This is a challenging roguelike game with some bullet hell stuff, but no meta progression, and you just have to get better in the game. Wow! You know, all the action roguelikes we've been playing in the last few months, a bunch of, you know, meta progression here and there. Not a big fan of that, but you know, it is what it is, and I'm extremely excited to check out Versebound. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the game and press play. The demo is currently still available on Steam, so if you're interested in the game, check out the demo, link in the description. So how to play? Survive for 12 minutes and beat the final boss to win the level. Your weapons shoot automatically. Awesome to know. Use this to move, WASD, ESC is to pause the game, and this is to interact with highlighted objects with the space. And this to navigate to the menus. Okay, enemies drop XP, collect it to level up. Berries restore health or help collect XP. Okay, two different types of berries. Read the runestones to acquire passive skills, and use souls dropped by certain bosses to upgrade your level 5 gear at a special altar. Really nice how to play, pretty easy to understand screen here. Hope that I was able to understand, and let's see. Welcome, fellow traveler. If you like indie games as much as I do, please don't forget clicking all the nice buttons on the screen, because it helps out the channel a lot. And if you are an indie dev who needs their game tested or covered, please send me an email to the email address on the screen. And now, back to the game. The OST is pretty bangy in the menu, so mighty Tapio, be gracious, let me wander through thy forests, let me glide along thy rivers, and it was taken away extremely fast, and I cannot read that fast, unfortunately. Okay, space. You are not near being verti, oh boy. Wow, okay, nice animation. Pretty nice range for a melee attack. It seems like we're doing like fist attacks. 99 damage, that was the crit. Pretty cool. What about some dodging? Or some dashing? Seems like we do not have this one. Great. And we leveled up, okay. Choose one from the free. Vengeful Tears. Leaves a damaging and slowing trail behind you. Sounds like my jam. Rye Loaf. Okay, damaging breads rotate around you. This looks like a bake rolls. Awesome. And the Northland Bow shoots arrows toward the movement direction. I always choose bows. So let's just, you know, break the meta and Rye Loaf. Let's go with the spinny bake rolls around us. Pretty cool. So unfortunately, I do not know extreme amounts about Kalevala. You know, we learned some stuff in school, like, you know, Väinämöinen, who I think was reaping the winds or sowing the winds or something like that. I don't know, but as far as I have, you know, the Kalevala on my bookshelf, but I still need to read it. Okay, level up once again. Hammer of Ilmarinen. Hammers fall from the sky, hitting random enemies. Okay, that sounds extremely brutal. Knights of Kalervo. I think it's Kullervo. Tolkien, you know, wrote a different types of story about Kullervo from Kalevala, as far as I know. Swings deal more damage and increase critical chance. Rye Loaf. Breads deal more damage and breads are more durable. Okay, so the knife that we are using by default, we do not have any, you know, knife model in the hand of our hero. So how about Hammer of Ilmarinen? Because randomly you know, randomly dropping hammers from the sky sounds pretty Viking, although I know that Finnish people and Finns in general are not originated from the Vikings, but they were definitely influenced by them. And funny thing, based on some, you know, very well known theory, we are far, how to put it, brothers of the Finnish people, we Hungarians, but I'm not sure. Okay, pike jawbone throws deadly jawbones to random directions. I'm definitely going to choose all the, you know, non-standard type of things, because they sound extremely cool. Like, you know, who can say that throwing jawbones to defeat their enemies? And now about the vengeful tears. Let's go and try this type of rainbowy build. A bit of this, a bit of that, and we can check out how the different attacks work. The thing is that the controls are extremely smooth, and I really like the art style. They say that these levels were handcrafted, so no procedurally generated stuff here, which I really admire. Let's see. What about... Oh, wait, so this is getting... Okay, so we had to wait for a specific amount of time to charge the poem, or whatever stone. And let's see what it has to say. With one mighty swing, he strikes it. With a second blow, he cuts it. Yields the oak with 100 branches, shaking earth and heaven is in falling. Awesome. We have the Poem of Force. Imbued by the poem, your attacks now have stronger knockback. Your weapons will also deal 3% more damage. Okay. I skimmed through the info, what they sent me about the game. They're 3-person in the studio, and they're working since 2023, so relatively new. And based on how well the demo was made, you know, based on the first 2.5 minutes, I am pretty amazed. As far as you know, I am a big fan of... Ooh, Nogged. Oh boy. You were not worthy. Ooh, we are having some, you know, like Dark Souls type of vibe. If you remember, we checked out the game called Awareness, which was also made by some Finnish guys. And we got kind of similar vibes with the you are not a worthy type of thing. It was also pretty challenging, and you know, although not based on the Kalevala or Finnish folklore, but I'm a huge fan of Nordic folklore in general. And okay, let's go with the Northland bow because it sounds extremely cool. And for some of you who follow the channel for a longer time now, let's go with longer term, I was able to switch my workplace, and I am no longer doing game testing for a company. I'm doing game testing for another company, and finally I am testing a type of game that I really enjoy, and I do have pretty okay experience in that type of game, so I am extremely happy. And it is also you know, traverse around some Nordic mythology, although I cannot say because it's pretty easy to find out which game I'm talking about, which I'm not going to do. But besides being sick for like 2 weeks, that was the main reason not doing any videos. Okay, so a hammer was a pretty cool stuff, so I'm just going to use it. And of course, after a while, I'm going to tell you for what type of company I was working for more than a year. But of course not saying the name, just the type of game I was testing. It's going to be kind of easy to deduce. Oh, wait a second. So we have this spinning wheel type of thing. And if we get a level 5, if I understand it correctly, we will be able to, you know, just level it up. Okay, cool. level up. Also, let's go with the Knife of Kalevala, because the main attack is going to be better. This is going to get the XP shards to us. Nice animation, pretty slick. I really like it. Let's go with the loaf, because I don't know, you know, which type of build I would enjoy the most. I am just doing the rainbowish type of stuff, just getting all the cool things. Seems like we're getting a nice amount of levels. And there's an indicator that shows where to go, so let's go and check that poem. I'm pretty curious that, are we going to have the same poem, like the poem of, what was that, force? Yep. Cause knockback on the attacks. Ooh, look at those guys. Looking pretty awesome. So like, some kind of, how to put it, dwarves, I guess? Forest dwarves? It's funny because in Hungarian we have a bunch of interesting names for small folks, and we wouldn't call them dwarves. We would call them mono, which is more like changeling, I guess. So, but not exactly. So it's interesting. So let's call them dwarves for sure. Dealing nice amount of damage, and we have a different types of poem. Okay, cool. It's a yellow one now, so I'm pretty sure it's going to give us something different. I mean, not knockback, but for example, attack speed or movement speed. Poem of quickness. Beetle, flaxen string, elastic, swiftly fly, though further, ashwood, swiftly speed, though deadly missile. Poem of quickness. Imbued by this poem, your attacks now have reduced cooldown time. Ooh, okay. For the quickness, for a quick second I thought that we're going to have like increased movement speed, but cooldown reduction is also something that we extremely enjoy. Music is really nicely blended into the background. It's not too loud, not too marchy. You know, supports the feeling of the game. Ooh, lower at a cooldown. Awesome. So we can also level up the poems that we are unlocking. Okay. It's interesting that, you know, to see that now we are not controlling like a quote-unquote hero. Not a straight-bagged, armored guy with some brutal weapons. He's looking like kind of like a hunched back, a standard man, which is pretty, you know, refreshing in the sense of all the heroic stuff. I extremely like heroic stuff, but when we have like a pinch of I was trying to talk about pinch of realism, but when the charming lady just flew out of you know, the trees, I was not able to finish my sentence, but attack pattern is pretty tricky to get away. So wherewith shall I guard from danger, from the ills by land and water? Stronger is a man in armor, safe in a mail of copper. Poem of sturdiness. Imbued by this poem, you now take less damage. Your weapons also will deal 1.5% more damage. Awesome. Looking really nice. So how about leveling up to 5? So then we can imbued our stuff. Charming lady is doing the nasty, but we were able to take her down thanks to the spinning, flying bake rolls. I'm going to call them bake rolls. Hopefully the devs won't get offended. It's definitely a joke. But they definitely look like, you know, bake rolls. Do you have bake rolls in your country? I'm pretty sure that's not just a Central European thing, so hopefully many of you will understand what I am trying to joke about endlessly. Okay, so these guys look like pickles with you know, limbs. But if you watched a cartoon called Wacky Races when you were young, write down in the comments if you watched Wacky Races when you were a kid. There were like two guys, like they were like you know, prehistorian type of guys with wooden clubs hitting each other, and they kind of remind me of them. It's pretty cool. Let's see, let's go for the other poem. Ooh, bear. So every single time, if you... Ooh, look at the amount of damage dealt. Okay, so... pissing off a bear is not a good thing. Ooh, we're going to die. Oh boy, Vengeful Tears. Let's Ryloaf. Can we have like a berry? Just leveling up casually. Ooh boy, okay. Cool down. Let's go. Hammer. Sturdiness, so we are getting less. Ooh, that's a nice thing to have. Oh, berries. Okay, bear is charging. Okay, nice amount of stuff getting back. So what we are trying to do is just keep distance and take down the bear with all the cool ranged. Yes, great one. Hammer. Quickness. So the more cooldown reduction, the better. Oh, we're getting some sheet looking type of guys. But their heads are looking like birds. Ooh, nice. And also we are having different types of pickle guys. They have horns, so I'm pretty sure they're demons. Now I have to read Kalevala, thanks to the game. That's a good thing. I mean, I'm a huge fan of folklore in general. Hungarian folklore is a pretty weird one with a bunch of sexual context, but I'm pretty sure most of the folklore has a bunch of sexual things. Fast and far, he galloped onward. Galloped for beyond Wainola. Wainola. As far as I know, the Finnish has the same pronunciation as it's written, so Wainola. Bounded before the wastes of water for, or I don't know, till he reached the blue sea's margin, budding not the hoofs in running. The poem of haste. Yes, you move faster. Imbued with this poem, you now move faster. Your weapons will also deal 2.25% more damage. These poems are extremely generous, not just giving you like cooldown reduction, extra movement speed, they are also giving you extra damage. They're really nice. Colors of the game are really good, like pastel colors, and you know, the background is pretty nice with the like standard forest looking things, the forest green, but these colors are working really well with that, so I'm pretty happy. So how about this? Can we, so we can do that. Choose one of the available weapons to imbued with a soul. We're definitely going to go with the bake rolls, but oh, okay, we don't have to wait for the kind element stuff to come here. What is this? Verse of old. Magical runes rotate around you, and the flinty rocks and ledges heard his magic tones and trembled. Mountain cliffs were torn to pieces. All the ocean heaved and tumbled. Awesome. Oh, look at those. Look at those runes. Yes. And we have like a fiery fox wolf. More like a wolf. Great. Cool. So can we take... Oh yes, we can take them down. Okay, that buff was extremely brutal, and it seems like that we can imbue the other one because we reach level 5 as well. So there's another poem. Ooh, different looking bird-headed souls or whatever specters, ghosts, souls, whatever you want to call them. Let's go with the other one for the hammer. Ooh, nice spinning animation. What's going to be? Wrath of Ilmarinen. Hammer continuously fall from the sky. Yes, I shall swing my heavy hammer, swing it with a greater power on thy heart and lungs and liver. Ooh, okay, so pretty, you know, fighty warrior like hammer smashing, spinning, whatever. Cool. Okay. And how about get the haste one? He's a huge fan of movement speed. Oh, bunch of bears. Are they going to charge all of them? Okay, let's go. Hasty one, sturdiness, more sturdiness. We need damage reduction. Maybe I'm over tuning it, but who cares? And we can also have like the hasty one as well. Ooh, bunch of levels. Yeah. It is extremely cool feeling to have like these amount of experience points at the same time, leveling up constantly. Tasty berry here. Let's move. Let's go on, get another poem. Oh, okay, big pickle demon guy. Or girl or whatever. Fella. Yes. Now I'm extremely curious that maybe we have some type of similarities in like Hungarian folklore with the Finnish one. Poem of Precision. Hardens well his feathered arrows and imparts to each new virtues, steeps them in the blood of serpents, in the virus of the adder. The flying, like floating damage stuff is blocking the view of the text, but no problem. Imbued with this poem, your attacks now have increased critical chance, also dealing 1.5% more damage with your weapons. Okay, now we are getting cornered, and but we were able to take down the boss. Really great. Attacks have less cooldown, and can we have like a berry, please? That would be extremely good. But based on the damage output that we are having, and if I can, you know, lean on to the main part of the game, as they said, no matter progression, so you have to physically move away from stuff and, you know, lean into the bullet hell type of stuff. Maybe I can go through and get... ooh, that was really close. And I was really lucky. Bear almost killed us. Hitboxes seem to have really nice and easy to understand type of hitboxes for the enemies. So there were like no big surprises when you were near to those enemies. I really like that. And we have another big guy throwing ignited skulls, bloody skulls, bloody red skulls. Okay, nice. Ooh, okay, I think that's it. We definitely need to get away from the guy. Berries, thank you. Let's go for another poem. But no, for first, we should really take down the boss, because if I initiate another poem, that means that another boss is going to appear extremely soon. Ooh, no. Oh boy, okay. Yeah. Okay, I felt that you were not worthy. I mean, we were able to survive more than 11 minutes. That was really, really great. Okay, let's go with the restart. Those that war without a reason will be slaughtered for their folly. Easy prey to bows and arrows. Awesome. So now, what I'm trying to do is, let's go and try to focus on like one spell or one ability at first, and level it up as soon as possible with the soul. And this is going to be the hammer. Hopefully that was a good idea. Ooh, nice animation. For the first time, I did not check how the hammer falls down, but it's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go with the knife, because that's the main weapon. So we're focusing on the knife and the hammer to have level 5 as soon as possible, any of them, or one of them. And then we can have the extra damage and extra something, thanks to the souls. But if I understood it correctly, first we have to take down a boss, at least one boss, because the souls of those bosses are going to imbue the weapon. So let's eye our first poem, and thanks to that we are going to summon a boss. Or maybe not. Okay, yes, we have the precision poem. Now we have those dwarves. One hitting the dwarves. Great. Oh, Barry. Maybe it was... okay, so I won't be able to do that. And no reroll. That's interesting. Also an interesting point. But Pike Jawbone looks pretty cool. Pike Jawbone as well. Pike Jawbone as well. Getting a bunch of levels. And now we are, you know, throwing 2 of them. And they work like boomerangs. Really great. Ooh. Here's the big guy. So maybe summoning those bosses... it's not necessarily because of the poems. Maybe it's about a timer. Not exactly sure. Ooh. Okay. So you can really easily get stuck on a stone, and ooh, wow, look at that. Yep. Kalevala got some bad seconds there with 2 heads and all the cool stuff. Okay. I definitely think that the demo was playtested before getting released. And I'm saying this as a surprising thing, because a bunch of, yep, unfortunately with the stone stocking, I was pretty sure that there is no, you know, huge future for that one. But how about in the main menu? Can we, like, trials? Prove your worths. Trial of Kato. Enemies don't draw berries. Trials of Itzy, I guess. More bosses are spawned. And Trial of Mialiki. The forest turns hostile. Oh boy. So no trials at the moment, because I do think that we have still a bunch of things to... let me glide along the rivers. Let the hunter search thy snowfields. Where the wild moose. Okay. We are going to able to read it after a few restarts. But if I can suggest something that maybe make it clickable. So if you are starting the game for like 100 times, you can really easily click it away. But if someone wants to read it and they are not, you know, extremely proficient in English, maybe not how to put it, damn it, you know, not their native tongue, maybe it would be nice to have like an option to just read the little intro. Because you crafted it for a reason. Oh boy. These are pretty tricky. Vengeful Tears. Let's go with the Vengeful Tears. Really like damaging trails in games like this. Okay, and with the dagger, or the knife, sorry. So we're just moving around, damaging those guys. And if someone comes close, well, the knife is going to end there. I almost had suffering, but I'm pretty sure they do not suffer. Uh-oh. Let's go get that poem as soon as possible. Maybe that's the only, like, if you want to say meta type of thing in the game at the moment I was able to discover. And I wouldn't say that meta, but going for the poem as fast as it spawns is kind of like mandatory, or, you know, advised. Let's say that. Okay, so with the quickness, we will have a little bit better chance to survive. Okay, we have the dwarf boss, you know, the Russian nesting doll, I don't know, dwarf. Okay. Let's go to Jawbone. It looks really cool. But also it looks like a bow, but it's not a bow, it's a boomerang. Okay, let's take down, or try to take down the boss before we initiate something else. Because having two bosses at the same time is never a good thing. Ooh, boy. So can you just, you know, stop chasing us? How about that? Oh, awesome. Let's loot the hard-earned XP. So how many hits do they need? Like one and a few ticks from the trail. Oh boy. Can I circle them to get the berry? Uh-oh. Jawbone, okay. Vengeful Tears, let's go. Oh, there's the berry, please. We need it. Oh, okay, cool. So, you know, there are two types of action roguelike games. One with a dash and one without a dash. And to be honest, one of my favorite action roguelike does not have a dash, but I think this game kind of needs a dash. Or maybe I need more time to, you know, hone my skills. But a little bit of dash, I think it would be a really nice thing to get into the game. So for the first 4 tries, we were able to survive like 5 minutes. The last 2 were like pretty bad, but the second try was more than 11 minutes, and we were able to see what types of bosses are going to be there, what how to enhance your skills with those souls, with the spinning wheel. And the game definitely has a really nice tone of the Kalevala, you know, the Finnish folklore, and the music is extremely cool. It's not in the way, it's just supporting the whole feeling of the game. And I really like how the game looks and feels. Controls are pretty cool, and if you can see, this is demo 0.1. So it was pretty nicely crafted and well tested before the demo release. The only thing I was able to see that, you know, running into the stones, we got like a ghosting type of stuff, like two models of Kullervo, but you know, this is a demo. I really hope some of you will enjoy Versebound, and the demo is currently available on Steam. Don't forget, if you like the videos or the content of the channel, press all the good buttons on the screen. And if you are an indie dev, need a game to be showcased on a small indie enthusiast channel, hit me up on my email. And also, if you're indie dev and needs a game tested, hit me up as well, and we can strike a deal. Thank you very much for joining, and I was the Alchemist for today, and seeing you with more videos really soon.